everyone. I'm Maisarah, and we have
Kelvyn here.
Hi. Thanks for joining into today's podcast session hosted by Digital Penang #Sembang Digital Podcast. So we have a topic for our podcast today, which is money glitch, cracks in the financial system. So for me, when I hear money glitch, I don't think of just technology. I think it also involves user behavior. So let me just introduce a bit more on myself. I'm actually from OTA. I'm representing OTA today for this podcast. We are actually a digital fintech platform aggregator focusing on MSMEs, consists of mini marts, phone shops, small retailers, and they actually uses our financial service. So actually when we talk about money glitch, it's from ground level and from the people who actually feel the impact before understanding why. So let's hear from Kelvyn.
Okay. Please also, since it's one of the few times I'm on TikTok, please do follow Digital Penang for organizing this session. And also SINEGY DEX, SINEGY spelled SINEGY, DEX, DAX on TikTok as well. So I'm Kelvyn. I'm the managing director and founder for SINEGY DEX. We have been in the crypto market since 2020. We started in crypto back in 2017 when Bitcoin was trading about $2,000. I often joke whether I should have just bought and hold Bitcoin rather than start the business.
Yeah.
We actually got the license in 2020, so we've been operating a spot exchange from then till now. We are actually a trading platform operator, so called an exchange. So the user will come to our platform to do onboarding and then deposit ringgit and interchange the ringgit for Bitcoin.
Okay.
I actually bought you I bought you a gift.
Oh, thank you.
So I think this is a good way for me to introduce Bitcoin, right?
Yeah.
The real Bitcoin isn't this.
Okay.
This is actually something that you can buy from a vending machine in Street Ski.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Essentially,
the camera.
Yeah.
Okay.
But essentially, crypto asset is the local regulator, they call it digital asset.
Yep.
Right? So it's called digital asset because it's not tangible, right? So that's what makes digital asset unique.
Okay.
But anyway, that's the introduction from my side. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Kelvyn, thanks so much for introducing the company. So actually, because the topic, back to our topic, money glitch, cracks in the financial system. Do you think people actually misunderstood how financial systems are supposed to work?
I think the financial system, there are ways that it can be better, right? I think the reason why there's a narrative for alternative assets such as crypto right now is to do with the fact that while in Malaysia things aren't so bad, there are in other parts of the world where the citizens or the population don't believe so much in their government. They want to find an alternative asset, and that's why it's given birth to this asset class. So I think the asset class will definitely be around. In fact, I think about 2 years ago, the smart money is already in here.
Okay.
So in traditional finance, there is a big player in the market called BlackRock. I believe they're the world's largest asset manager, and they've started to launch a Bitcoin ETF 2 years ago.
Okay.
So for those people that think that Bitcoin is like a Ponzi thing or a money game, I would challenge that now, because obviously the world's largest asset manager will not introduce such a scheme into the market.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm totally new in cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, stablecoin.
Yeah.
I feel like Malaysia, we are being introduced or shared about this. And I feel like in order for maybe to gain the traction of the users, we need to sort of like educate. And only from there they can like build the trust. Can I say so?
Yeah, it's true.
Okay.
It's true because on the platform, actually, there are a lot of scams happening in the country.
Yep.
I think in a digital world, those scams will continue to be more prevalent. Because, like it or not, people who are like our parents' age, we talked about this, right?
Yep.
They use the same password for everything.
Yeah.
So they are the victims. In fact, today at our meeting, the compliance officer made like a blanket rule where he said, look, going forward, any user above 60 years old, before they do a withdrawal from the platform, we need to call to verify, because that's the frequency of it happening, right? To such an extent. And we are a small exchange. We're not even Maybank. I think if you're Maybank, then it's happening probably a few hundred times a day. Like in our case, so that's my feedback.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any questions for me?
OTA, right? What does OTA stand for? Because
Okay, actually, OTA is an acronym for over the air.
Okay.
So where we stand is like we try to be an aggregator for these digital fintech services, especially the MSMEs, or known as micro, small, medium enterprises.
Okay.
This is of mini marts, sundry shops, mobile stores, or even like those IC merchants.
Yeah.
So from using OTA's app, they can actually sell services. Okay, I'm just going to promote OTA for a bit. Services like mobile top-ups, utility bill payments, international top-up, and so on.
Okay.
So I believe to say like this MSME, they can also be from different part of Malaysia, like in a small
cross-border Thailand.
Sorry, a different part in Malaysia, like small
the rural
village,
areas.
the rural
Okay,
areas, the
got it.
underserved areas, whereby I think in this area there are still users who's like you mentioned earlier, 50s and above, who does not have a smartphone. How do they actually do bill payments apart from driving to the TMB office kiosk? So this is where this MSMEs, or we call it our merchants, OTA merchants, to help them to provide this service. Like, okay, maybe opposite their mini mart, there's like my grandma staying there, so my grandma can actually just walk over and pay the TNB bill instead of driving all the way to the kiosk. I mean, to the TNB office. Yeah.
Okay. So continue. My first impression when you told me the company's name OTA, I thought it was like an online travel agent, like Booking.com, Agoda.
Actually, it's over the air.
Okay.
Yeah. But we're mainly known as OTA as well, so it depends on how you want to call it. OTA. Yeah. So this is where we come in to provide these digital services to the merchants, because at the end of the day, it's not only this mobile top-ups or utility bill payment. We also will diversify our portfolio to also provide like business tools.
Okay.
Like they can actually provide POS system, something that can ease their daily business operations.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you have for your current clients, right, and your merchant, is there a particular age group that they fall under? Are they from like a certain state, like definitely rural areas, or like a particular age segment?
Actually, we have merchants or like users in whole Malaysia. We have about 68,000 users in our platform.
Okay. Yeah, so including like even foreign workers, I guess, can use also, right? Yes. Because you accept cash payment, etc., right? Right? So anyone with no access to a local bank account can be your client as well, right?
Yeah. But normally this is they prefer to go to the mobile store.
Okay.
At least there's a human interaction, human touch going on there, and then the person can help them.
Okay.
So this is where the international top-up comes in, like maybe the foreign worker want to top up the country as much.
Understand.
And you provide that, then the mobile store can actually just through the OTA app directly.
Okay. Anyway, also onboarded as a user, so I would love to find out more about how we can perhaps use your platform to do some business as well, because we're based in Penang, and occasionally we have tourists that will come to Penang to do visa runs, and then they'll come to our office because they will search for crypto exchange, and usually they want to exchange like 1,000 ringgit worth of crypto, and it's quite random, but it happens like once a month. Yeah.
We can definitely discuss further on that.
Okay, I look forward to it.
On a separate meeting.
Yeah.
Okay, so where were we just now? So, I think, should we go to the next topic?
Yeah, we can. That's good. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I have my notes here. So, for like the MSMEs, right? When we talk about like technical glitch or money glitch, cracks in the financial system, actually for these MSMEs, it's actually a daily operational reality where maybe the settlement takes more time, and then when they have already like sold the stocks, but the payment does not go through, which is back to technical issues, right? So these small businesses actually do not have like a finance team to assist to. So we are trying to bridge that in the sense like we provide them good support, like escalate. They will come back to us and escalate.
So when you say finance, does that mean you also help them with some accounting stuff, or the one that's expected to handle on your own?
When I talk about finance, like maybe they are small merchants, right? So how do they actually trace back? So they can call us because we are the aggregator. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Okay.
Yeah, and also just another features that we also provide, because we are also working with banks. We can like link them to the bank to open
a bank account. Okay. Can you share which are the banks that you guys are working with? Like
Alliance, if I'm not mistaken.
Alliance Bank.
Am I allowed to say that?
You'll bring business to them. Why not?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So and then back to the topic you shared just now, like we want to work, how can we work together? Honestly, when we talk about stablecoins, Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, right? It's something that we want to see how we can actually collaborate moving forward. But then in our market right now.
Yeah.
It's not a demand yet.
Yeah.
So maybe we can discuss on a separate point of view.
Yeah.
on that.
So on that front, actually, the crypto rail, the crypto transaction rail is actually a very efficient rail. Um, the if you go back a little bit, you talk about price aggregation and stuff, right? Actually, SINEGY, the name that we have, was derived because at the time when I discovered crypto asset, cryptocurrency, all the different platforms that were available globally all had different prices.
Yep.
So the intention, the vision for the company then was to take all these different prices, pull it into one platform, and then essentially you can see everything there, and then the market becomes efficient, right? So it's like aggregated pricing, like what you say. The other example is we transact using the banking system all the time. Almost every day we do send funds abroad, right, for liquidity. So what is liquidity? If you think about the crypto market, at any given time, the Malaysian market is perhaps 2% of the global market because the invention, right, of Bitcoin started in the Western world. Even though we don't know who the inventor is, but it started in the Western world. So there's a lot of volume there, etc. So when we trade, we have to always be, we always have that one hand in the market so that we can access that liquidity. When you send funds using the traditional legacy banking system, it's very common to use. People use SWIFT, right? Telegraphic transfer, then settlement is T+1, T+2. So when you mention stablecoin, that's the first true utility that crypto stablecoin can take advantage of. Because when you send money from here to US, it can take any time from 6 hours to 2 days, let's say. If you use Bitcoin to send money from my wallet now to, let's say, my friend's wallet in US, regardless of the destination, it takes 30 minutes. And Bitcoin is actually considered legacy tech, right? The newer crypto, the newer stable coins, you can actually do the transfer within a minute.
Okay.
So the utility would be towards like fast settlement. If you talk to someone who's in the e-wallet space, they will tell you, but Kel, do it now transfer isn't that slow also, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's true. That's true. Touch and go also fast, efficient. But it's because in this part of the world, we have PayNet that essentially links up all the financial institutions. But did you know that like in US, their equivalent of Do It Now was only introduced, I believe, last year. So for such a developed market, it took so long for them to introduce something like that.
Yeah. Got what you mean.
Yeah. So anyway, that's the utility to crypto.
Okay.
Hopefully that will be able to make your settlement times faster and then essentially allow your customers to do more business, right?
I have a question.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
But does that mean like for now, for an introductory phase, it's more towards catering those who need remittance service? Because you did mention like transfer to US, etc.
That's actually a good question. That's a good question because there are two types of people that transact in the crypto world. There's one who buys crypto because they believe it's a form of digital gold, right? Digital gold. The difference with the real gold is that the real gold you can still mine, even though so you can still mine new gold, right? All the time, there are people in the mining business. The difference with Bitcoin is that there's a hard cap set at 21 million. That means after 21 million, you cannot mine any more Bitcoin. So there are some people who believe strongly in crypto because of that. Although, so I mean, the ones that use it for utility are the ones that I would say more advanced because they know how to transact with different exchanges like us. Essentially, you want to send money from Malaysia to US if you use crypto, on board with us, takes less than 5 minutes, deposit funds, use FTX, buy the Bitcoin, add the wallet for a US exchange, send the funds to the US exchange, sell the Bitcoin to US dollar, your funds is already sitting in US.
Yep.
That's how efficient it is, right? So, but there exists these two types of participants in the market.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's it. Like, how do I link this question? Arbitrage.
Okay.
Please share it further with me because I'm not using that word in the daily basis. So something new to me too.
Okay. So I give you two examples. I think in the example of let's say Malaysian local F5 financial institutions, if today you go to all the different banks in Malaysia, chances are they will give you a different FX rate, right? So FX rate is foreign currency exchange rate You go to different banks to have different rates. So essentially arbitrage means you take advantage of the price difference between the banks, right? In this instance, when we started doing arbitrage for crypto, there's a little bit more complicated only because Malaysia is a capital control country, so everything here is in ringgit. And then when you want to arbitrage against the US exchange, everything is in US dollar. So that you need to have that FX component, and then you need to know how to, of course, send your Bitcoin around.
Yep.
The opportunity I want to say exists for this is because actually crypto is what we call a decentralized asset. So what that means is whether you own one Bitcoin in Malaysia or you own one Bitcoin in US, is essentially the same Bitcoin, and therefore you're able to take advantage of the price difference. You can't do that in share trading because like a Malaysian listed share may not be traded in US, but crypto, because it's a borderless asset, it's a decentralized asset, you're able to take advantage of that.
Okay.
So
to understand it in the most layman term, could I also say like informal arbitrage in the market of our MSMEs, for example, when they start comparing prices with other providers, which is our competitor. Because the margin is very thin in this industry, right? So can we say that it's also part of arbitrage per se?
I would say that actually in your instance, it's actually more aggregation. In my example, it's more like taking advantage of the price difference.
Okay.
Anyway, while I was using, after I onboarded for the OTA app as well. So who works on the? You have a mobile app. So for you guys, the user journey is a user experience. Is the user interface, is that important to your clients, to your merchant?
Yes, definitely.
Who designs it? I'm curious.
We have, thanks to our tech team and our CS, actually, of course, the back end will be our tech team, our software developers, and then our CS team is the one who actually be on ground, who communicates with these merchants, with our merchants. So whatever feedback that they have gotten from the merchants, they actually take it into account and actually give the feedback back to our team.
Okay, so interesting. So I need to find out more, because obviously we also have a mobile app. I want to constantly learn from on this also, right? So do you take everybody's feedback, or you take like the highest request and then you say, okay, this is the highest request, we need to change something here, and then do you do what they call A/B testing?
Yes.
User,
yes. We will see, like, for example, when someone complains, we will consider if this complaint, depending on the level of importance. Might not to say that. Depending on like how important the complaint is. If it does disrupt daily to daily operations, of course we'll take into consideration, and then we'll like have a meeting, go through the problem.
Okay.
Yeah, and we do have testings before we launch anything.
Okay.
Features,
So you have like a full-time UI UX designer in-house?
Yeah, with that as well.
Okay.
Okay. And to go back to the UI UX features, right? It's very crucial, because back again to our user base. Of course, the ones who's actually using the app is the shop owners, right? In order for them to use the app, they have to have like knowledge on how to operate a mobile phone. However, we need to also consider to what extent do we want to complicate the process of just buying mobile top-up in our app, for example. So we try to make it like less steps as we could in the whole user journey. User process.
Intuitive, right? They try to make it intuitive.
And then they don't have to like use the brain too much, I guess. Just like, because at one point the user will get used to the app. Maybe when they close their eyes, they can just operate the app. We wish to be to the extent now.
So on the business development side, right? Would you rank a user experience on the mobile app as something that's like very high importance, or is there something that you rank higher than that? Just curious.
From business development and also personally, I do feel user experience is important, because I am also a user of any apps that I have in my phone. If I feel like it's a lengthy process or too complicated, I'm not going to choose you. I'm not going to choose this app. I will go. Now I'm exposing myself. I would like choose something that is straightforward, simple. Because at the end of the day, when we use the app, we will want to make it easier for us. I was telling Kelvyn, on me as a user, I'll appreciate if the app actually brings convenience to my daily life. Do you agree?
I mean, I think it was like last week where FinTech News shared this article about Right Bank,
Yep.
one of the digital banks in Malaysia. In 7 months, they onboarded 1.2 million users.
I saw the news.
I was quite shocked, right? Because
Yeah.
I mean, I think for most companies, it will take like years to achieve that sort of user acquisition, right? And if you have used it, like I have, it's so intuitive, so user friendly that I'm actually promoting it to my parents, you know, to
Okay.
use also because I feel safe for them, right? Like
Yeah.
I feel, so
So
it's extremely important.
I feel the same too, and we're also promoting them here
Yeah.
in today's session.
Yeah.
I'm also one of the users of Rightbank.
Yeah.
I feel like it's convenient because they actually embedded AI.
Yeah.
You know the chat, right?
Yeah.
So what I meant by UI,
Yeah.
these are like one of the apps that I'll still keep. I wouldn't delete them. I'll still use, although I don't have much balance
Yeah.
in the bank. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but again,
Yeah.
do you agree?
Yeah.
Whatever app that a company builds
Yeah.
or like develop, it needs to go back to the education,
Yeah.
the financial education, and then the knowledge on that particular app that is being shared out. Do you think it's somehow somewhat plays a huge role? If you talk about like the apps that we've mentioned.
Yeah, I believe if it's intuitive enough, people will figure out on their own. But if you're talking about an asset class, then I definitely feel it's important.
Yeah.
Mobile app, usually people can find a way to navigate, but I feel that like and you can disagree with me if you think it's wrong, but like the reality is actually even though crypto has only been around since 2009, so now 2026, 17 years, right? 17 years. SC, Securities Commission in Malaysia, regulated the asset class since 2019.
Okay.
So actually, if you consider that, they were quite progressive, right? Because even though the asset class was only 10 years old, they were pushing for it here. In fact, SC in the region, I believe Japan was the first country to regulate it, Southeast Asia, Thailand, and then followed by the Malaysian SC. But the thing is, one thing I realized is that you may push for these things, but you also have to also take into account whether the population is ready for it.
Yeah.
Because even if you launch it and like you say you don't educate them enough, the adoption is still going to happen at 5%, 10%, and then 5 years, 20%. It's still going to happen slowly. So if you want, you need to put in the effort to educate, right?
Yes.
But this is also the part where it gets a little bit, the right word to use is a bit sensitive, because crypto is sensitive because it's cryptocurrency, right? The fact that it can function as a currency is a store of value. To a lot of central banks, they see this as competition in a way. Because if you're the central bank of a country, naturally you want to protect the sovereignty of your domestic currency, right? In our case, ringgit.
Yeah.
So I feel for crypto, that's always going to be the narrative. So it can be that 20% of your portfolio alternative, but to be fully like 100% of it is wishful thinking. Yeah.
Maybe not now.
Yeah.
Maybe soon. Who knows? Maybe next year. Yeah, but
Fingers crossed.
but because I saw like
Yeah.
a recent statement by BNM that they're actually getting person to analyze stablecoins and all that. But I don't know, like maybe it depends back on what is the decision, right?
Yeah.
And again, back to the education.
Yeah.
I think it's as like I've mentioned in the beginning, I really have not much knowledge in cryptocurrency, stablecoin.
Yeah.
So once I'm furnished with that much knowledge, I can start to educate.
Happy to guide you. I mean, like we obviously each other's contact for this event. I'm happy to share more with you the stuff that we are doing. There are new things happening, in the space.
Yeah.
And I feel when you talk about crypto, like stablecoins is just pegged to Malaysian ringgit. So if you buy, there's literally no reason to invest in a stablecoin because it's like no different from holding Malaysian ringgit.
Yeah.
But if you talk about Bitcoin, then it's different. I think the recent initiative by the local banks also is pushing towards what they call tokenized deposit, right?
Yes.
So these are all steps that are happening. We're going to a digital asset world. So in the future, shares will be tokenized. In the future, probably property also will be tokenized. A lot of things will be tokenized.
Yeah. So we have to be ready by then.
Yeah. So the thing is, if you're doing it, if you think about let's say all the banks in Malaysia, let's say there's 14 banks in Malaysia. There's one way where you can do this where you wait for every bank to come out with their API, their application program interface, so that you can connect to it and do transaction, right?
Yeah.
Or you could leapfrog the process, and what happens is you have a new rail, like in this case, a blockchain rail for cryptocurrency, a crypto asset. and then everyone transacts on that rail, then you don't need to wait for all the banks to come up with the API, right? Everyone just needs to have a crypto wallet, and then right? So this is the default proof that I hope will take place in more parts of the world.
And something for me to also ponder upon because I just like I think last year I'm hearing cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, and then now it's like, oh, I'm talking to you, sharing to me about crypto.
It's a good time to buy.
And also it's fast moving.
And also to make it clear, actually, if you come to our platform, like you said, the price of Bitcoin is 310,000 ringgit before I left the office just now. But the truth is, crypto is highly divisible. That means you don't need to buy one Bitcoin. You can buy down to on our platform 0.401, I believe, right? Which is I think about 30 ringgit worth of Bitcoin. It's highly divisible. So you don't need to own one. You can start that journey by just testing with 100 ringgit to try how it works, and then you start to see have that aha moment. This is why everyone's talking about this.
I created an account from you last week, right?
Thank you.
But then I'm like, alamak, maybe I have to, have a session with you on that, on how to do it. But I saw your UI is pretty straightforward, I would say.
Thank you.
Okay. So, where we talk about UI. Next is
we talk about regulations, right? I mean, in your market, right, OTA market, you have a lot of merchants and stuff, right? Is that business integrated, regulated? Is it is any part of the business regulated at all?
I mean, because we work with the FIs, right? We work with the FIs, of course, it is because our app is all closed loop. So at the end of the day, they still need to like do FTX transfer to buy the mobile reloads and all that. So yes, we are.
Okay.
And we had a conversation where you said like, so how do they keep the cash, right?
I'm very curious on that.
We just talked like on that.
Nowadays, like I feel that I go to the ATM much less because like really you don't need so much cash, right? So how do you guys handle when someone comes in with like 1,000 ringgit 10 times a day? Then you're gonna have a lot of cash at the convenience store, right? How do they handle that?
Because back again, sorry, I have to still relate it to our MSMEs. So we have to understand that their customers are mostly do not have like mobile banking. Hence they go and log in and then they have like 10 ringgit, 20, 50. So this is where our merchants needs to play a role in like ensuring that, okay, I'm going to sell you a top up of 10 ringgit, I'm going to accept that, and then it's from their end to actually manage their
when it hits a certain number, maybe 5k, 10k, then they'll go and do they'll go and deposit the cash.
Cash deposit,
I see. Okay.
So that's our on that.
So on our side, actually, the asset class is regulated. We report actually to SC and also Bank Negara. Bank Negara a lot less, only on like really serious stuff that they consider suspicious transaction, AMLA related, money laundering related. But on the SC side, we report to them like user acquisition, trade information, etc. And I think the one thing that for some people say, when the asset class is regulated, is that hindering you from growing your business, etc. Right? And that's the part that I feel the Malaysian SC, what they have actually done is they've taken a very serious approach to investor protection because they know the amount of like scams that's prevalent in the market, right? So when you look at things that way, then you understand that actually this is the way to regulate it, right? Financial literacy also is not necessarily the highest, right? So if you were to enable things like leverage trading and all that, people will suffer like trading losses and all that. So that's the point that I wanted to emphasize on.
Okay. Thanks for sharing. Now I, now I gain my knowledge directly also. Okay, so at the end of the day, it comes back to like the regulations, how we actually develop the app, and also I think to know if the platform that we have for SINEGY, for me, OTA, is to make sure that we take account, right, in whatever complaints, for example, or like something that is hindering the users, the merchants to operate their business or use it anyhow, right? So,
okay.
We have a lot more to cover, but
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Sorry, I didn't see that.
Okay. So we actually, oh man. So should we go to the questions now? Sorry guys, we want to talk more, but we need to open the floor to the questions. Okay. All right. So I have the questions ready. Thanks thanks, Shah, for providing the questions. So before we wrap our session up, we have a few questions. What do you think about the questions? Okay. The first one is, if I find a loophole in a financial app and use it, can I actually get into trouble?
I believe if there's a loophole in the financial app, the
Can
the user can take advantage of it. However, on our platform, I think we've got a lot of terms and conditions,
Yep.
right? Terms of service, etc. that protects us lah.
Yep.
So if let's say the user discovers like a loophole to take advantage of, we'll have some way to stop them from
Yep.
doing something. Yeah, so we're able to do that on our platform lah,
Yep.
right? What about Uta? Are you guys able to do that too?
Yes, we
Yeah.
actually do have the
Yeah.
TNCs that, of course, if the users actually cross the
Yeah.
cross the rules,
Yeah.
take advantage of the loophole, we do have the TNC, and then
Yeah.
we have to ensure like we follow the regulations, the SOPs that we have already embedded internally. Yeah.
Okay.
So yes, the users can get in trouble. I'm not going to say it out loud what kind of trouble.
Yeah.
But then again, do you think, because the users are all human, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes
Yeah.
they're smarter than
Yeah.
all of us.
So I mean, because you're both in a way fintech company, right?
Yeah.
If you're both fintech company, I would say the things that we probably want to avoid is to suffer financial losses, right?
Yes.
I have another example, but anyway, do we have more questions, or should we continue first, or
I think.
we can expand upon it? Okay.
Okay,
So
yeah.
as you know, we operate an exchange,
Yep.
right? So that means user will come to the platform to buy, sell crypto. There was one incident from a few years ago
Okay.
where at the time when we built the platform, there wasn't enough liquidity in the exchange. That means if you put a big buy order, the price would move a lot. So we had a user who came to the platform and then he placed what we call phishing order lah, right? When I say phishing, it's not PHIS phishing. It's not PHISH phishing. It's phishing as in
Phishing.
like FISH, right?
Okay.
So what he did was he placed orders that were very far away from the market in hopes that a new user would make a mistake and buy the crypto from him at ridiculous prices, right? So thank God for us, because thank God that we had these terms and conditions in place, because when that happened, we were able to actually stop the withdrawal, and then we had prepared this thing as part of the regulation of SC. We had this we call erroneous execution committee,
Yep.
right? It was part of the SC regulation, and then what we did was we came together and we say, okay, this user made a mistake. This user is trying to take advantage of that mistake, and he's looking to make like overnight 5 figures, right?
Yeah.
So we said the committee will decide that yes, you can take the gain from you can take the gain from this thing, but then it has to be more reasonable. So we adjusted the price to such that he walked away with a few thousand ringgit as opposed to like 5 figures lah.
Yeah.
So these are some of the benefits to a regulated asset class, because the regulators have obviously thought through all these different scenarios, because they've been in this space for so long, like decades, you know. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
thank you for sharing that. Because it's honestly the first time I heard this
Yeah.
encounter. So
Yeah.
I'm speechless, because like I said, they'll find ways
Yeah.
to make sure they gain.
Yeah. So do you have an example of someone who's tried to game the OTA platform that
Not that I know of. I hope not. Like
Yeah.
I believe in our merchants.
yeah.
I think they're honest.
Yeah. Yeah.
Full of integrity. Yeah.
Okay.
Because like again, OTA is like quite straightforward. So it's just an additional service
Yeah.
offerings. So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't think we've encountered
Okay.
similar situation. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. So
So actually, I guess, since I mean we talk about operating a platform and all that, there's responsibility also, right, for you guys. So when it comes to what you guys do, what is the gold standard? You know, do you want to become like ISO 27001? You know, like
we actually have.
yeah, you have that.
Yes. We
Okay.
have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2701.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
2022.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's something that we're looking into right now also. Yeah, because I think in this current age, right, there's a lot of like cybersecurity,
Exactly.
like incidents
Yeah.
and stuff, right? So we're looking into these things as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, because when I joined, it's already there, but I think
Yeah.
it's important to have this kind of like
Yeah.
certificate or maybe accreditation
Yeah.
to ensure that like whenever we bring OTA name to
Yeah.
the market, right?
Yeah.
We are credible in
Yeah.
that sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trust,
Yeah,
to garner
trust.
trust in it
At the-
from the market.
Exactly.
Okay.
And at
Yeah.
the end of the day, our users' trust
Yeah.
actually, bring us to where we are now.
Yeah.
Because we just started like 2020 and
Okay.
the traction is quite nice.
Okay. Okay.
Just, yeah,
Yeah.
the growth, the users base.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think for us to actually show like we actually care on the regulations,
Yeah.
the compliance, the
Yeah.
accreditation, then
Yeah.
this is where we come in to actually provide all this.
Okay.
Because one day,
Yeah.
a merchant may just ask about like these things randomly.
Yeah.
So hence, but before that happens, we need to make sure we're prepared.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you guys using any AI tools currently? Can you share what you guys are using?
Am I allowed to say that on camera?
Curious.
I use it personally like,
Okay.
to help my
Yeah.
day-to-day tasks.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm using
Okay.
Claude at the moment.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I've tried.
I
that.
think you can. I
Yeah.
mean, I just started because before this I used chat.
Yeah.
Claude helps more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we use using Google Workspace, so
Mhm.
using Gemini
Yeah.
more lah. Yeah.
I've tried all
Yeah.
Gemini, chat, and Claude. I think
Yeah.
it depends on what do you use that platform for.
Yeah.
Is it for work? Is it for personal stuff? Yeah. It plays like a different role, I think, for me personally.
Okay. I guess the other thing to move on from that is that whether do you I mean, because a lot of people say, right, with all these tools right now, you don't need to hire so many people. You know, like there was I think Jack Dorsey from US Square, the company. I think they announced like a 50% layoff, right? Then there was like rumors that it's because they're using so much AI tools now that they don't need to have so much so much manpower.
Yeah.
Do you guys see that on your company level? Or?
No, but can I say personal?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm talking about me. Sorry, boss. Jangan marah. Because my role is like BD, right? Personally, I do feel at the end of the day, human touch matters the most.
Yeah.
So I still feel like, okay, AI is helping me
Yeah.
to make my day-to-day tasks easier or better.
Yeah.
But if I were to speak to someone, I need to speak to them at one point to convey the message clearly.
Yeah.
I feel like when I use AI to script my message, I feel like, oh my god, that's not me. Yeah. So for me, I think it depends
Thank you.
on how you apply it to you as a person. Yeah.
I mean, I can't like stress this enough, but I feel that the more we go into this digital age, when asset class becomes even more tokenized and so on, the having security is so crucial.
Yep,
So important. Yeah.
I do ensure that I don't release too much information to the AI because sometimes I'm also scared of my security. For what reason I don't know, but sometimes I'm like, can you please advise on this? I'll be very vague, but I would like share to the detail.
Yeah. So the user experience actually for like companies like us where there's a mobile app, etc. That I think to those users that don't know, it's important to let them know that like when you have things like 2FA, it's actually a level of security, right? Because once you register your email, your password is one layer of security, but then that Google Authenticator, whether it's a SMS OTP or Google Authenticator, is another way to verify that you're in control of that your device lah. Yeah. So before we go, we just wanna just once again, this is Maisarah from OTA, and I'm Kelvyn from SINEGY DEX, who are one of the regulated crypto exchange based in Penang. So if you are looking to start your crypto journey, please download our mobile app. It's available on Google Play Store and also iOS. And trade with us.
Sorry, we have to skip the question. Thank you, Kelvyn. Maisarah from OTA. So we are actually a mobile app, which is digital fintech aggregator for MSMEs, be it mobile stores, mini-marts, sundry shops. So if you're interested to know more on what OTA can offer, you can go to our TikTok, OTA_my, and follow us and DM if you have any questions.
Okay. Our TikTok is SINEGY DEX, SINEGY_DAX.
Yeah.
Right. Follow us, please.
Follow us and follow Digital Penang too. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Malaysia, there are tens of thousands of small businesses. Every day, they work tirelessly to make a living, yet many still lack proper digital support. That's exactly why we need OTA, a platform that truly understands merchants, a one-stop digital payment service tailor-made for local businesses. Top-ups and bill payments, no longer a hassle. OTA's cross-border remittance is fast, secure and real-time. Closing the distance between people and money. The future is uncertain. OTA helps you stay protected today and face tomorrow with peace of mind. Car insurance, just one tap to renew. It's quick and worry-free. Phone damaged? No more stressing over high repair costs. E-invoicing too complicated? With OTA, everything is simplified. From snack stalls to sundry shops, you'll never have to struggle with issuing invoices again. OTA's ePOS system requires no computer, no training. Just your mobile phone is enough to handle e-invoicing with ease. Simple, convenient, fast. OTA trusted by over 68,000 Malaysian businesses. Your trust is our motivation. Every day we strive to serve you better. OTA grows with you, leading the digital future and unlocking endless opportunities.